unforgettable. You were doing like your belly, so this so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. She said she don't swallow. Incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were doing like your belly, so this so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. Give me that word and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, the story is if I let you sell it. From my heart and soul it, so you feeling it. I ain't never faking, I'm in innocence. Tupac in the prison and claiming his innocence. I'm the greatest rapper that is sin. And then you come to see I'm still gravitating my wings. This is coming from within, I stuff for real like Overton. When the OG's spitting knowledge, bet it's best to stroking it. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chocolate broken in. Got them fixing up their actions, now they truly broken in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Got my own religion. The brainwash gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like your belly, so this so perennial. Do this for my millennials, I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. When you love the game, you incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like your belly, so this so perennial. Do this for my millennials, I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Yo. You was knocked out? Well, I got one sitting in front of me right now. Man, hey that little white boy didn't give a fuck about being in jail, huh? Nigga said, you tried parole? I know the niggas looked at him like, what the fuck? That nigga said, the door ain't open. Yeah, he ain't no, he's smart, yeah. He know that. Yeah. That's it. I know Fool hot. Oh yeah. He pretty good. Yeah, he pretty good. He a playoff team. The Saints in your division. You don't know football?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome.
And then you know the Saints got hella X factors.
New Orleans, folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. That'll be taken in the end zone.
He put 80 on him. Well, he lost him the first time.
At the 24-yard line.
I think he lost to him again, though. Oh, you know what? They didn't even play.
Ready? You're waiting. Watch the screen.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And an alley to run. And his guys are going to get the football
Picked him off first down. You watching it?
Thomas, the intended target. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this
Hey, that's
play.
spicy.
First quarter, first drive, first interception.
And that last one better.
I mean, the other one good, the regular good, but that's spicy. Boy, that shit got that.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. Touchdown, 49ers.
Boy, that shit,
Tevin Coleman with touchdown
Yes,
number
they
20
is.
on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Well, you wouldn't have ate that Big Mac I sent you, bro?
Well, you got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first
Nigga,
drive.
know he like Big Macs.
Someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not
As
the
soon
way
as
it's
I
supposed
seen
to
that
be.
shot, I was like, oh, I got
What
this
you just
lead,
described,
boy.
That's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out,
I know
you're
that
supposed to take
boy like
advantage
that
of it on
shit,
the offensive
boy.
side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Nigga, bro, the D-line had it in the group chat, bro, was talking about. That boy said, that's a nice big pussy, bro. I was like, bro, I'm in this chat, bro. I can't be talking like that. I'm in this chat,
So
bro.
now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry.
As
And
soon as I
that'll
seen
make
that
it
shot,
2nd and 8.
you should know this.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now this one complete on the slant route. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Ready? Y'all waiting? We got 4. Kill.
Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback.
This
the
the year?
ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Yeah,
That's
I ain't
fielded
even,
in the end zone.
I ain't even download the demo because I ain't have time to download
across
it
the
yet.
20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Ready?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between.
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off at the 24, and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one. And you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
Yeah, so just be a 90. Oh, okay. What you made?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Breeze. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Here we go. Black 80!
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on to the contact.
I just got home. I'm finna,
when offense
you want me to make a big man?
Shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes
it don't
they
matter.
Want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Right. Garoppolo now. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone
I'm gonna see what's up
really
with
been a first half to forget. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this has not been their best half so far. They're down double digits already and now forced to operate from inside their own 5.
And what they have to do now is not curse their fate as much as focus on the task at hand. Inside their own 5-yard line, they've got to be careful of taking care of the football and not turning it over for the defense to score additional points.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. In his own end zone, it's Breeze. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Gold with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Are you watching this game?
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big, this early. And my goodness, another interception.
Look at this one. That's the next one.
And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have got to
ran one play for a touchdown.
Got their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it when the other direction had some blocking and picked up a touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Hey, easy.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Play action. Breeze. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Murray. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
It's going to be a close one.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Snap comes at 1, and now Breeze. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Quan Alexander, and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Short throw pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
This man don't know what to do, bro.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and set them down.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Shotgun now for Breeze. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Well, earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Breeze going to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. This game really becoming a one-sided affair. Pick 6 there. It's in danger of being over before halftime.
And that's going to be a major league test for both of these teams because, look, you feel like you've got this thing locked up, right? But on the other side, in the other locker room, it's going to be a test of pride now. Forget speeches, forget adjustments. What kind of pride do they have to start the second half?
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll run. This is Kamara. He's got daylight. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Luck's good on the extra point, and they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Hey, can you send me a Tucci number?
Take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made there by Jonathan Cyprien.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Cameron Jordan in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Garoppolo. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Marcus Davenport in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
So they wound up passing on a long field goal try, but that works out for him really well. That one's down inside the 5-yard line.
And it's risky because your punter, if he puts it in the end zone, the net result not worth it, but there, I think worth it. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion. or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Saints on third down, not good, 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
Kill!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And here's Morstead now. As
that's just straight. I've seen it on Netflix.
Taking it about the 36. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
Now it's Gould after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people think...
And the Niners get there and bring him down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the 2nd half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. From the 24, Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 76 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper, right?
Yeah.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
Not all the superstars, but shit, everybody I really fuck with on my team.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down in this game, a chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running with Kamara. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down.
Here we go.
Here we go with Kamara. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
We got three.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And Kamara has it stripped. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Here we go. 180. Check, 47. Hey, I'm coming. 11. 13. Behind me.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. He's going to walk one, and this is taken in at the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 39 yards there, a big one. It's Coleman here. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Tevin Coleman, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Niners.
If Garoppolo finished top 5 in MVP, I give some gold cleats,
big lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it now, because you're exactly right. All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Breeze to throw. And complete, right side.
The goal is to drop 100 on everybody.
Reception, good for 7. It's 3rd down.
But he ain't gonna let me drop 100.
About the game there on 2nd down, that was a positive play because that was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Shit sound like a murder to me.
Ready? 5-8, 5-8. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
They'll run here. It's Murray.
I hate when you just run by a nigga.
45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
They go back to Murray on 1st down. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge around the scrimmage. You got a chance to run.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, but it's going to be 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Whip. You're good.
Kamara works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Now Breeze. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 17. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Well, Pettis is quickly becoming the #1 receiving option for Jimmy Garoppolo. Into last year, John Lynch said that they loved the way he closed the season. Really came on late. Remember, this is a guy that they traded up to get at number 44 back in 2018 out of the University of Washington. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't.
How he go pick that? How he get? How he pick that? He behind him.
You start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year.
Look at that animation.
Use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Again, it's Kamara. He's got the first down and more past midfield. A big play there out of Kamara. 57 yards. Great run there, but it looked like they were going to have him for the stop. He was able to push through. They didn't wrap up defensively.
No, they didn't. All credit to the runner for making it happen, breaking through some contact and going a long way. But the defensive guys, when they watch this on tape, they're not going to be real happy with themselves. They had a great opportunity that they let slip through their hands.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a...
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Latavius Murray, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. Lutz with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Oh,
and it's a pretty good return here.
I can't hit those.
To the 29-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
11. Go ahead.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcus Davenport, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Check out. 21.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jonathan Cyprien there defensively to make the play. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On the ground, Kamara takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Open up this sandwich.
When we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They put the pickle in it all like Chick-fil-A.
The run got 4.
They said,
Now
we're going
they
at
deal with a
y'all's
second
throat.
and 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run it again with Kamara. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
To throw is Breeze. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 21. Here we go.
Well, Garoppolo's going to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Cameron Jordan racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, the rookie from Florida. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. One final try here for Breeze. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.